Hi, Sam Tolbert, Sound of Joy Music Services, and we're doing a Hammond organ tutorial. For the selection, we've come this far by faith in the key of F for our Hammond organ musicians, those who are coming from keyboard. We usually like to start off with a clean slate of drawbars, and we'll start you practicing with pulling out the two white drawbars and just a little bit on the edge end one. This is the closest sound to the piano that you're used to playing. This would be middle C. Let's bring this one up here. There we go. Drop two. So when you're on the organ already, you have a well-rounded knowledge of where the notes are found. You just want technique. So with the organ and using foot pedals as your lowest note, there we go. You can now round out that chord. See, I'm holding a tritone there with my lowest note, and I can jump around. So we've come this far by faith. Now I'm walking up the scale without singing the melody, of course. We've come this far by faith. So you just want to walk it up. Come this far by faith, holding those chords. Now, for those who like to do this, which are passing tones, I like going a different way. The two leading on the Lord. Now we're gonna have our AI singing, of course, but we're just gonna do for the musicians who have been playing this song for years a different way to approach it. Now you know when you get to trusting in His holy word, you gotta already know you're gonna drop down 4 notes to that D flat. So you go to a D flat 7th chord. Trusting in. Now you can stay right there, trusting in His holy word. Or you can go here. Trusting in the holy word. To have a little bit of a passing tone. But you go now, the gospel walk up. He never failed me yet. Now, what happens is when you're playing the organ, you're hearing several tones at the same time. This is why you have the ability to adjust drawbars. With the additional tones, I hear now different passing tones to get to the 4. The minor 6, the 7th on the 2, the E flat 7th on the 5. Again, E flat major 7th, but once I add the C chord, everything changes to the 4, leaning on. Now, are you really expected to play melody? Yes. Because once you got the melody established, then you can go outside. Drop 2. He never failed me yet. Melodies and scales. O could be on the 6, to the 2, to the 5. push on a 3, 2, 3, 4. Now you can go jazz here. A flat. F sharp, excuse me, F minor is A flat major. That's why you can borrow from there. All right, let's change some of our tones. Let's bring out my highs a little bit, because that's going to determine how you want to place these chords, or you can put them all down. Another way of remembering how to get down to that chord. There it is. Now you can see these chords that I am running, they are piano chords. The difference is the organ allows you to hold the chord for as long as you have your fingers pressed so that you can maneuver to additional chords and to adjust the tone. All right, let's get our AI singers in. Let's keep the drawbar settings we have. Let's adjust it so it's a little bit more, brighter tone right there. Oops. The control is too close to my pitch bend. That sounds a little bit here. All right, let's bring in the singers. And demonstration techniques. Here we go.
We've come this far by faith, leaning on the Lord, trusting in.
All right, I got to turn something off. My foot pedals are in the same vein of the singers. All right, go back. So, and as you can see, the demonstration is the organ is about touch. You're not banging on the keys anymore, like an actual, percussion instrument. But you can also get percussive sound. It can be held, or organ playing is a technique, and that technique really comes apart better when you've had at least 4 or 5 years on the piano learning where all the chords are. Because when you get to the organ now, when you start to manipulate drawbars, you don't have this range anymore. Your range now has to shift. So let's go back now that we got our bass pedals fixed. Here we go.
We've come this far by faith, leaning on the Lord,
The D flat,
trusting in His holy word. He's never failed me yet.
2, 5, 1, 2, 5, 4, 3.
Can turn around. We've come this far by faith.
All right, so what happens now is that when you're listening or you're playing behind someone singing, you've got to set your bass pattern, which is the lowest note, to where the song is going. The 1, 5, 1, 3, 2, 3, 4, 6, 5, 1. All the way down to the D flat, which is a flat 6 or a sharp 5. And you can find the chords around there. Then the 2, 3, 4, 5, hang on the 5. Now, as an organist, you have to hear the bass notes as well. When you're coming from the piano, if you had a bass player, then you didn't bother with the bass notes. But now that you're on the organ, even believe it or not, you're the bass player when you're on the organ. So you have to be able to acknowledge what notes you want to hear on the bass notes when you're on the organ. So let's deal with, we'll pick it up from here, and then we'll bring in our lead. Here we go.
He's never failed me yet.
2, 5, 1, 2, 5, 4, 3.
Can't turn around. We've come this far by faith.
2, 5, 1, and
Don't be discouraged when trouble's in your life. He'll bear your
3, 6.
burden and move all misery and strife. That's why
Repeat.
we've
Come this far by faith, leaning on the Lord, trusting in His holy word. He's never failed me yet. Oh, can't turn around. We've come this far by faith.
So in my AI singers, I give different inflections of the song. I keep it straight to begin with, and then I give you a taste of songwriter or composing. So I'll always take advantage of this tool of virtual singers to be able to reimagine what if. What if I were the one directing the choir? What if I could sing, in a sense? So that it went from to, can't turn around. All right, so let's pull out the additional drawbars on the edge, change our tone a little bit more stronger. So now we get to adjust and get a real comfortable feel. Again, you have an expression pedal, which allows you to be able to adjust the volume. I'm trying to hear it in my headphones that I'm not coming through too loud, but I do want to demonstrate what the organ is capable of doing. So looking at the drawbar settings, normally I'd probably be around, let me see, let's bring this up a little bit. That's what I'm listening for. Okay. All right, so let's pick it up from here, and we'll go to the rest of the song.
Oh, can't turn around. We've come this far by faith.
Just the other day I heard someone say he didn't believe in
a change.
Oh, can turn around. We've come this far by faith.
So what happens when you are the organist of a local church and you're the only musician? You call the shots. The organ, I feel, is the lead musician in most churches. Yes, you do have guitars and keyboards now that have layered sounds, but for a lot of your congregants, it's not church unless they hear that organ in the background, which means you have to have a multitude of chords and the ability to float around the actual drawbars, because your congregation looks for this sound. And when you pull back, keep away from that controller. There we go. All right. And that is your quick lesson on We Come This Far by Faith, Hammond organ techniques. If you like these videos, please consider subscribing. If you're not a subscriber, leave a comment, hit the like button, and hit that notification bell for the next video that we put up. Take care. Enjoy.